Welcome to Hip Hop Gems TV. I got my guy. I got an intro, man, but let me just kind of let me keep it. You know what I mean? I got my guy Red Inf in the building, man. Someone who's one of my favorite artists right now. Someone who's definitely been making his stamp, making his imprint in this game. Someone who's been telling his truth. I'm happy to have you here, brother.
Nah, for sure. Thank you for having me. You know,
absolutely. Oh, pardon that, man. Always start off, man. First question I always ask most of my guests is like, yo, how did you get in this space? And by this space, I mean this rap game. Who were some of your influences, if you don't mind sharing that?
How I got involved with hip hop was through my older cousin. He would bring me around as a kid. Like, I always hung around older people. He would bring me around to hip hop shows like Rocksteady anniversaries, the Zulu Nation anniversaries.
Fire.
And that's how I fell in love with it, man. And what's the first album he played me? The first album that made me was the Infamous. The Infamous.
For the town. Gotta be for the town.
And of course Nas and all the other Queens artists. But my older cousin, he tapped me into hip hop, bro, and I just fell in love with it, man.
That's fire, bro.
Cousin, shout out to you, man.
Shout out to Cuzzo, man. Yo, I know you said you used to go around battling. You told me.
That's how I started.
Okay.
I was in high school. I used to battle a lot.
Do you think I hear a lot of artists say like, yo, they battled and like, you know, they would go from block to block or like neighborhood to neighborhood. I feel like it's kind of like a lost art now. I kind of feel like, you know, social media and the phones kind of replaced that. Do you feel like, yo, you battling, that kind of sharpened up your skills and made you the MC you are today?
Yeah, definitely. But I also had to switch it up too because every bar was getting like aggressive. Every rhyme was aggressive. Like, and my cousin used to tell me like, bro, you gotta be able to pen songs. You gotta be able to structure a song because nobody wants to hear 3 minutes of just bars. There's certain people that do, but you also want to grow as an artist and be able to tell your story through your pen and your experience. Every rhyme can be, yo, I'll do such and such to you and such metaphor. And little by little, I started structuring songs. So I kind of like stepped away from like the battle shit.
And you learned that on your own, as far as you structuring the song on your own.
Watching the Smack DVDs, all them Philly artists back then. Like, I'm from that era, like the Smack DVDs and watching all them Philly artists and Joey Jihad and I forgot. So there's a whole bunch of them. Reed Dollars, all of them dudes from Philly, bro.
That's amazing though. A lot of people, even like from the battle rap scene, you kind of hear like, yo, people had like difficulties, like, yo, structuring a song or putting together a song. Yeah. Some artists was able to break through with it. Some artists kind of like, was like, yo, I'm going to just keep with the battle rap thing. But it's good to see that as you go on, as your career go on, you kind of like, I got to make that transition to build your fan base and such. Or even grow as an artist, really. You know what I'm saying? You coming up with Fev, coming up in the high movement, I gotta ask, like, yo, how did you meet Fev and how did that relationship come about?
His wife, she's from Queens also, and we had a lot of mutual friends. And that's how we met through the same circle of friends.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and this was like 2004.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you at the time, was he rapping?
Yeah, he was rapping. I remember we was going to an event and we was ordering like a limo. You remember back then, them party limos and all of that?
Yeah.
And I remember we pulled up to his hood and we picked him up and we started rapping in the limo and we just started going off.
Okay.
I was like, yo, he got it. He fire. And we started building from there.
That's fire, bro.
We've been rocking ever since, man. Shout out to UFO.
Shout out to Fev, man. Word. Was the high form then or was it? Okay. So that came later.
That came later, like 08, 07.
That's crazy. Did you play the part in that as like forming it together, or was that something he came up with?
No, forming it together.
That shit crazy,
yeah, like that's
bro.
my business partner. That's our shit. The high enterprise word.
That's fire, bro. Now I gotta ask you though, cause like doing business with friends, how is that? Cause like some people kind of go into business relationship with friends and they kind of like, yo, there's this.
Nah, everything is transparent with us. That's why it works. It's not no funny vibes. Everything is upfront with each other.
And everything is kind of, it's organic.
It's transparency.
That's lit, bro.
And that is not everybody has that.
Yeah.
Like you said, there's a lot of relationships that get ruined over business.
Yeah,
we never let none of that shit affect us, man.
I feel like, yo,
because it's more than just music with us. Like we really like family.
That's fire, man.
Yeah.
I feel like once you kind of, depending on, I think, let me say this: if you kind of if you get into a business relationship with somebody and you know the visions don't align, or like your money gets kind of once money gets involved. My pops always told me, once money get involved, women get involved, it's clipped. Like after that, it's just like, yo, you kind of really see a nigga for who he really is after that.
That's because not everybody on the same page.
Nah,
like,
man.
We on the same page. We understand the mission. Like this shit is deeper than rap. Like, so we always had that understanding. And
but you hear that in the music, and when y'all both collabing though, it's like organic.
The chemistry
is crazy, bro. Your writing process, man, because a lot of your bars, a lot of your stuff is real. Storytelling, a lot of your stuff is real. Like again, you getting that raw shit, but then also I feel like, yo, there's a glimpse of yo, we getting to know Inf like on each project.
Yeah.
How would you say you approach like each song?
Well, I don't write every day. I'm not one of them rappers or artists that just could write every day. I need like my space. I need to go through certain experiences. I just can't write. There'd be times where I wouldn't write for months.
Word?
I'll listen to beats, and the shit don't like.
Wow.
Like if I don't hear something, I can't force myself to just write.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Is it like, all right, so you kind of have to go, like, will it be like a stress thing, or will it be like, yo, I'm inspired because I seen some shit this week?
My pen moves according to how I'm feeling.
Okay.
That's as simple as I can break it down to you. That's how my pen moves according to how I'm feeling.
Which kind of makes sense.
And sometimes the music, the beat will lead me in a certain direction.
Right.
Like with Sayer, his music leads me to a certain direction. With certain producers that I connect with, like they already know like what type of vibes to send me.
As a listener, I feel like, yo, he brings out a different side, and Sayer's in the spot. I've told this to Sayer. He brings out such a different kind of energy in an artist. I kind of feel like a lot of his beats really bring out it kind of really forces artists to really push their pen a little bit more, where as you kind of getting more of a deeper side from an artist, where there's this level of like mystique in his beats.
Yeah.
I personally feel like that, bro. And I feel like, yo, when he sends me beats all the time, and it's like stuff just to listen to, I'm like, damn, this nigga, like whoever gets this shit, they gonna be. There's a whole different level.
And another thing why it works out, other than the music, like on the personal side, like we both family men, like we both understand what we doing this shit for. Like it's bigger than just the music. So we have a different level of understanding when it comes to the process, and that's why the music comes out the way it does. It's not like just the artist said, yo, let me email you a beat. Now, like we'll sit in the studio and have these conversations before recording. Before recording, we'll already have a conversation of just life shit. And that makes the penning process a lot more better, a lot easier.
I feel like that, man.
And that's why the music connects different with other people. It resonates.
Or even with the joint I did with Hundo.
Yeah, bro, you know, like that shit was organic.
That was real organic though, bro.
Yeah, and that comes from having these conversations. Like it's not just, yo, let's get on the booth and rapidy rap. Like it's not that. Like that's not what I do this shit for. I'm not a rapidy rap ass artist. Like I'm trying to have my shit connect with the youth and resonate with the people. Like these are real life experiences. Like I'm not afraid to be transparent. I'm not afraid to tell you I'm fucked up. I'm going through it right now, man. Like because I know people gonna relate to that. Because we all going through it. Everybody going through something. Some artists are too cool for school and they not gonna admit it.
Yeah.
But everybody has their bad days, and I'm not afraid to admit that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all part of my growth and the journey, you know?
Absolutely. There's a sense of vulnerability in your bars. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be transparent.
You gotta be. But a lot
Don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna sing and cry.
No. But what you
real.
What you putting out there is pain,
real.
bro.
Exactly.
That's what I like to classify that
exactly.
as.
That's exactly
That's pain.
what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, audio pain, or however people interpret that. Walking away with that, for me as a listener, it's like, damn, okay, what he's talking about, that's similar to what I'm going through, or you know, even the beat from even you, Sayed, even like with these beats, nigga, like just the beats are telling the story. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like this whole, I don't know, Sayed really kind of, he got it, man.
Yeah, no,
He's definitely one of them ones, man.
Of course.
What can we expect on the project? Which I know that, okay, as far as
but before that, I got a project out right now called Duffle Bag Dinner.
I was about to get into
stray
that
away
shit.
from that.
Nah,
I just dropped that in November.
I was about to get into that.
So
and you and how that came about.
Shout out to Rob Victim from Texas.
Absolutely. How that came about, bro.
Well, me and him been building through via social media. I met him, Vandislice connected us. That's another producer. He did my first project, Revenge of the Have-Nots. We connected through him, and we've been building. And he started sending me joints, and we connected, and
that was fire how you ended the year with that
Duffle Bag
one.
Dinner out right now. Word.
No, that's my Duffle Bag Dinner is my shit though.
Yeah.
I always say only play the cards I was dealt. I be screaming that shit around the crib.
That's real shit.
That's real shit, nigga.
Gotta play the hand you was dealt.
Gotta play the hand you was dealt. Cause I know I know a lot of your previous joints, man. You worked with Crisis, and then you had
Broke the Mold.
Yeah, Broke the Mold. Broke the Mold was my shit, by the way.
Yeah, super dope project.
Is that like your thing, man? Would you want to continue to work with one producer, or you want to be able to like mix it up?
I like having that relationship with one producer and connect, because the music sounds different. Sometimes when of course I've done work with a whole bunch of other producers, but I feel sonically when you're with one producer, the project flows better.
I think I would agree with that, even as a listener. I feel like I like that Guru and Primo feel for me.
Exactly.
So I feel like when artists work with one producer,
like Havoc and P, like
Havoc and P it's a whole different type of. For me as a listener, the project just feels much more special.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
It does.
And I feel like that kind of just brings out a different side of the artist again. You working with Crisis, and I think I want to forget some name for Duffle Bag Dinner. That
Rob Victim.
Right. Is your approach to working with even a Sayed? Is your approach to like working with these different producers?
Of course, I never want. If you notice, all my projects don't sound the same.
Right.
I want to elevate and grow with every project.
You putting that together, bro. As far as the last two joints that's out right now, you can hear that sonically. That there's a different side of like. We even Broke the Mold. Broke the Mold was another one that was for me that was like, all right, this is another personal joint. Crisis had a different kind of pocket for you.
Yeah.
You had the joint with Fev, Time to Win, but then there was other joints on there that was just like, all right.
That's my shit right there.
Time to Win is my shit.
That's how I feel. Like, damn, man, like something got to give at this point, man.
I'm glad y'all shot a video for that shit too.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite joints, man. Word.
Why is that though?
Just that feeling, man, when, like I said, like a lot of my music is real personal based, so just that feeling when like you got the weight of the world on your shoulder and that pressure, and it's like, yo, God, I gotta win.
That's crazy,
and that shit spills into the music.
Right. Yo, man, you being this incredible artist you are, bro. Who's championing you, my nigga? Like, who's like your support system? Who's giving you that? Like, Inf, man, keep going.
My daughter's my #1 fan, bro. My 8-year-old.
Okay.
She's my #1 fan. She'll wake me up in the morning like singing my lyrics and all of that. She's hilarious. She's bugged out. I was gonna bring her today too.
Yeah, that's
have her on the couch with me.
That's fire.
Yeah, she's
bro.
my #1 fan, bro.
That's fire, bro.
She's my number. She tells all her friends, my dad is a rapper. Such and such. My dad is a rapper. Yeah.
That's incredible, man.
Like she champions me heavy.
That's enough for you to keep going.
Hell yeah.
I feel like
that's all the motivation I need right there.
That's amazing, bro. I feel like in this space, man, like being able to still create and being able to, kind of like have your message come out there and want it to be perceived a certain way, to have like a support system.
That shit is very important, man, because it could get lonely, the journey, man.
I was just about to get at that.
You feel like nobody understands you, and God didn't give everybody else the vision. He gave it to you, and some people ain't gonna understand that.
Right.
Whether it be relationship, whether it be family members, that's why strangers support you more than your closest ones.
Mm-hmm. And it don't even be strangers that be like here. Sometimes it be strangers that be like in other places.
Yeah, bro, I done shipped vinyl to Japan, Australia, merch. Like, it's crazy how this shit travels worldwide.
You know some crazy shit, bro? It's like, you do something and, you kind of, you want everybody to perceive it the way you do.
And it's never like that,
And it's never like that, bro.
It's never like that.
It's never like that.
And what's fucked up is everybody celebrates the end result. But when you're going through the mud and through the weather, it's like nobody around.
And that leads to so much.
But when certain moments happens, they want to champion shit you. And it's like,
And that leads to so much, even as an artist or even as a creative. Cause it's like, yo, I'm the one shooting in the gym.
That's why so many artists, we have a chip on our shoulder, bro. Comes from that, man, from the disappointments. It's like, damn, like, where's the support system at?
And a lot of
we deal with enough already outside of that. We deal with a lot of shit. Just outside of music. So you need that support system.
And being able to balance being a man.
Of course, man. That shit not easy, bro. Life don't get easier, Ty. We just get better.
That's a fact, my nigga.
You're able to handle shit as you go along. Experience is the best teacher. I say that shit all the time.
Is that something that you telling your kids, bro? If them pursuing whatever they want
every
to pursue?
day before they go to school, I tell them, I make them repeat mantras and daily motivation. Tell yourself, I can do anything I put my mind to. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed and highly favored. I install that shit in my kids because I ain't have that. I felt like I would have been led a different direction had I had that. So I bumped my head a lot, pause. Like I made a lot of mistakes growing up because I ain't have that leadership. So I had to learn by messing up. That was the best teacher for me.
Yo, were you, not to get like extra personal, but like, yo, was Pops around for you to, so you was out there just like pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow, my nigga.
So I try to, that's why my kids, they mean everything to me, bro. I try to install that in them. They know that they dad got their back 100%. They know that.
It's crazy, man, because like, you know, you talk to so many people, so many different journeys people got with, you know, going on in their life and personal battles that people battle in their life. I think this platform for me, when I get a chance to build with artists and hear, you know, y'all stories and hear where, you know, y'all come from, it makes things much more clear from what I hear in the music.
Of course, there's no fluff, bro.
You know
it's no, this is what it is. What you see is what you get. This ain't no fabrication over here.
What would you say, bro?
And that's what I'm trying to do with my message as far as like I want my music to resonate with the people like that. Like, bro, I'm just like you. Everything that you going through, bro, I done been through it. Well, I'm still going through it. Straight transparency. And I'm not one of these artists that's too cool for school or I'm in the clubs and all of that shit. That's cool to turning up, but that shit is microwave at the end of the day, bro, because you're not resonating. It's not connecting with the people. So we can do that all day, but that's temporary pleasure. When you leave the club and all of that shit, after you done blew a bag, it's like, well, I'm going to do the same thing. How long that shit going to last for?
Right. Damn, man. And
like, I look at things as a much wider perspective. Like, this shit means a lot more. Like, this shit means a lot more because, like I said, the reason I am the way I am is because of so many disappointments. So that shit is like a defense mechanism. That's why every win means a lot more. It means so much more every win.
How did you first feel when you seen your vinyls being sold overseas, bro?
What? That shit was a great feeling, bro. Like, my shit is in record stores in London and different places. Like, that's a great feeling. Because I'm still a kid at heart. Like, I'm a fan of music, of hip hop. Right. I'm still a kid at heart. So that fan in me, like, it gets me excited.
You seeing that, you going, like, that's a personal accomplishment, right?
Of course. And it might not mean much to other people, but to me, that hip hop kid in me loves that shit. Shit like that keeps me going because there's been times, like I told you behind the scenes, bro, there's been times where I wanted to hang it up. And there's been times like, I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. Like, it ain't giving me, like, again, like, life gets in the way and your mind goes left. And that's why it took me so long to create and get on the path that I am now because I was always on survival mode. Like, I gotta get it. Like, the pressure of your other half on you, the kids, just life, period. And it's like, yo, this music shit right now ain't cutting it. So I gotta get to it. Whether it be a job, street shit, whatever it is. And that shit gets in the way of a lot of artists.
but you broke the mold or you cracked the still I would say like
I'm still going
still
through it, bro. It's a
through it.
journey. But like I said, we just get better. It don't get easier, bro. This shit does not get easier. We just keep getting better, and everything that's part of the journey, man. I'm grateful. I'm grateful, man, because if my story is able to resonate with the kids, man, and all of that, and change their perspective, like I know I did my job, and that's what I'm here for, man. I know my purpose.
Right. I was just about to ask you that, and that's so funny that you kind of like ended up going into that segue, because I think like when we do shit as a creative, like the vinyls being sold overseas, personal accomplishment, and if you try to share that shit with somebody, another person,
it don't hit the same.
They don't hit the same.
They don't give a fuck.
They
bro.
They don't understand it,
and
bro.
that's why it's a lonely road, bro.
They don't understand it.
It's a lonely road because if you can't. You can be with your other half, your friend. You can have people around you, but if you can't share something that matters to you, it's a lonely road, bro. You're still lonely because you're not able to share something important to somebody.
Personally, like
because what matters to you might not. They might, oh yeah, that's cool.
Personally, for me, like I've had some strides. I've had major people reach out and major people within the scene reach out, want to do interviews, and like I've had personal accomplishments, and I'm like, yo, man, I want to share with I'll share it with the wife, but that's about as far as it go, bro. Like I learned to kind of mask that. Like you can't
not everybody's gonna be happy for you, man.
Nah, man. Yeah, but
when your shit start clicking and it's all over the place and you're going viral and your engagements is up and you're doing all type of numbers, everybody gonna be like, yo, Ty, yo, hip hop gems. Oh shit.
Everybody,
come on, bro, don't give me that fake energy. And that's why I move, like I was telling you, bro. I move like a righteous wolf, bro.
Hey, we said that shit earlier. That shit was fire, bro.
I live by that, bro. Like
that shit was fire.
Like, super humble, bro. But the minute I feel like you playing with me, it's quiet. Pause.
And that shit's in your music too,
yeah,
nigga.
Hell yeah, bro. That's how I move. That's how I maneuver.
Don't quit, Inf.
You gotta have that. You gotta have that defense mechanism. You got to, bro. And that comes from disappointments. I don't think I'm the toughest dude. I don't start nothing. But I know this is the type of time I'm on. I got a mission to complete, and if you get in the way of that, I'm getting you out of here.
There you go. And it's all about. Because
I'm on a path, bro. On a path for myself, self mastery of just becoming a better man. If I'm not better for myself, I can't be better for my kids and my loved ones. You can't pour from an empty cup, bro. That's why when we get into it with the wives or anybody else, and why you doing this? Why you doing that? Like they don't understand the mission, bro. Like. I gotta do this in order to give y'all what I want. I don't want to be your vision and your perspective of life. Like that's you. I have a mission. Like not everybody understands a dream chaser, bro. They look at that shit like, well, just a hobby. He been rapping for years. Oh, he's still doing interviews. Like they don't understand the mission, bro. That shit don't happen overnight. But not everybody see that. It's not meant for everybody to see that. God gave you that mission, bro. And not everybody's going to understand that.
That's a fact, bro.
And that's why a lot of times I come across as an asshole because I don't care no more, bro. I'm on that type of time. You either with me or you in the way. You either helping or you in the way. I said that. That's a song. That's a song. Back to the music. That's a song. You either helping or you in the way.
Red Inf, ladies and
life
gentlemen.
Is too short, bro. Like we losing people. The only thing we're not exempt for is death, bro. And I refuse to live my life what could have, should have, not. We're gonna get to it. Whether if it doesn't happen, at least I know that I had 10 toes down, feel me?
Right. And everything you saying, man, is like pretty much summing up like how my last year went, bro. Like literally I went down, I crashed out, my nigga. I crashed out big time. And I had to really
And those, not to cut you off, but those are moments that nobody sees, bro. When you at your darkest time, bro. Men, we suffer in silence, bro.
There ain't no safe space.
It ain't no safe space,
we said
bro.
that. We said that off
You
camera.
get judged if you even speak on certain things. You looked at as weak. That shit whack.
And that's from
man.
everybody.
Yeah, they look at you.
That's
like
from
you
everybody.
Weak. Yeah, they look at you like you weak and shit.
You can't even you can't be vulnerable amongst your homies. So in some cases you can't be vulnerable with the woman.
Yeah, real shit.
That shit will turn on you quick. You know, so it's like
look what's going around now. Shaq said you shouldn't
that.
open, and everybody's losing their mind. That's his
That.
opinion. He's speaking from experience.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's how we feel, that's how we feel.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, man. Inf, man, I appreciate you, brother.
Nah, for sure, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Nah, man, I thank you for just that whole moment. Like, I can go on and on just about like, yo, the shit that I've gone through and the shit that, you know, how my year has been and how I, at that point now for me where it's like, yo.
And I didn't mean to like have like change the mood and make everybody sad.
Nigga,
nah,
this is what this is
we gotta give them real spill. We gotta give them real
nigga.
shit. We gotta give them that real talk. We gotta give them that real talk.
Nigga,
like we out here getting to it. That's it, man. Like you either helping or you in the way. I don't have time for all the negativity or the extra shit. Like that's the type of time I'm on right now. I'm on a mission, bro. You either helping or you in the way. We could build. If not, like I gotta go.
That's the gym, man. I always ask, give me a gym, my nigga, and that's the gym right there, nigga.
Right there. You either helping or you in the way, man.
I really feel like that. Like that has been like my whole mood as far as like how things have gone for me, man, in 2023. Hip Hop Gems TV.
My God.
Inf.
Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you,
already
man.
know. Listen, Duffle Back Dinner out right now. Shout out to Rob Victim. Up next is Gilda's son. Damn, I shouldn't have said that. I might have to edit out. You might have to edit that part. I shouldn't have let the title go. But
yo,
I just gave you an exclusive gem. That's the next project with Syed, man.
I'll edit out.
Dropping soon. Word.
Yeah. I got you, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Yo, man, I appreciate this talk, man.
Sure, man.
I appreciate you pulling up. You know, for some reason, like I don't know, I always.
It's just therapy for me, man.
Yeah, I was about to get at that. About to have niggas start calling me Dr. Jim. Yo, man, I appreciate you, Inf, man.
Love.
And you and Fev and like y'all contribution and what y'all doing for the culture musically. Like I said, man, you one of my favorite artists. You my pops favorite. I tried to get my pops to come up here. That nigga had to go to work.
Shout out to the OG, man.
Shout out to my pops, man. So, but Inf, man, again, man, I appreciate you, man.
Nah, man, for sure. The pleasure's all mine, man.
Absolutely,
we here, bro. Let's keep building.
No doubt.
Keep going. Don't let, you know what I'm saying, nothing get in the way.
Nah, nigga. You either helping or you in the way, nigga.
You either helping or you in the way. It's that simple.
That's the end of that shit, man.
Love.
Yo, appreciate you.
What you watching? Hip Hop Gems TV?